Tigers are wonderful things. Their heads are made of the bottoms. I don't want to get a copyright, so let's just stop this all right there. Okay, so bouncy, flouncy, ouncy, fancy, fun, 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 fun. Um, every Tigger probably sings that song, and I'm the only one. Yes, I'm the only one. And Tiggers is a plural term, so every Tigger gets to say that they're the only one. The problem with Prince Charming is all in the title. This is a guy who needs to learn how to join the team. Let's look at Snow White. Okay, she's got an evil stepmother. And she finds herself in the situation where this prince shows up, supposedly. There's a lot of problems. The story is so boring that there's never been a sequel to Snow White, because that's the end of the story. The dude was the end goal. So she might as well just be a non-existent character from that point. No point. Now, if Snow White showed up like Sarah Connor in the Terminator on a secret mission, and the dwarves were in on it, and Prince Charming, whether you go or not, the mission is going on. And you are going to have to try out for the team. And if you don't make it because of your princely heritage spoiled you and they didn't really give you good handlers, then you will not make the cut. Oh my God, there's 5 people watching and 0 thumbs up. Now there's 10 people watching. How did this happen? Just a minute ago, there was 0 people. Are you all hapless victims that YouTube has algorithmed innocently to my channel? You're as innocent, all 12 of you are as innocent as the day is innocent? All 10 of you just rolled in here like trollops rolling off of a turnip truck and just landed here in this audience. The munchies. I've had the munchies all morning. So, you weren't here when we started talking. What we were talking about is that if Snow White, with her nemesis, evil stepmother, whatever, she needs to form a brigade with the dwarves, something like if Sarah O'Connor had, like, you know those dwarves in, like, the Lord of the Rings? You know? Like, in the prequel with Smaug? So, like, think of 7 dwarves. Now, imagine, like, Snow White is like Sarah Connor in the Terminator, and the dwarves are like the dwarves in the prequel to the Lord of the Rings. They have battle axes. Happy, fucking grumpy, dopey, sneezy. You're going to war. You're going to war. Yes, you are. And Prince Charming, he's going to have to do tryouts because Snow White has been trained like that little, remember when you watched Game of Thrones and then there's the Sansa Stark and the Stark sisters? Remember that little Stark sister, the little one? And she goes to like Flea Bottom and she becomes an assassin. Her. That's what Snow White is like. Her and Sarah Connor put together. The 7 dwarves are like those dwarves. And like they got a fucking mission. And like Prince Charming, he better fucking go to tryouts. Because if you had bad handlers who didn't really train you because they were hoping you'd die in battle because you were sassy when you ate your breakfast cereal, then you're not going to make the team, fucker. You are not an end goal. Still, 0 thumbs up. You're not getting it. The Prince Charming, you are so stupid. Somebody's like, I'll be your prince. If you were on a Dungeons and Dragons quest and you had a character and he had a princely title, he would be hiding it from his friends because it would be an embarrassment, and he'd only pull it out if he had to get his friends out of imminent danger. Then they'd be like, what the fuck? You didn't tell us you were a prince or we would have hated you all along. You failed the tryouts, motherfucker. Because you didn't put a good enough comment. I think that's the whole rant. I'm just going to sit here for a minute and see if I feel anything else coming. I'll get you. Meanwhile, back at camp, Bob Ross and John Luke were having a discussion. Was that John Luke Picard? How did you know? Bob Ross and John Luke Picard? What would they talk about? If you put Bob Ross, let's go on the holodeck right now. Jean-Luc Picard to the holodeck. Circa 1992. Bob Ross to the holodeck. Circa 1970? Let's have them casually sit at a bar, a Western bar from like the 1800s in America. Perhaps from Nevada. Bob Ross is not drinking any booze right now. He's drawing on a napkin. Well, hello. How are you, sir?